It's story time, y'all. So I did a lot of time in Texas Department of Criminal Justice, TDCJ. While I was there, I seen a lot of stuff, man. A whole bunch of stuff. Anyways, well, every 90 days, SED goes on lockdown for 15 days. And every 6 months, the whole unit goes on lockdown for 30 days. There's no movement. They lock down the unit and you stay in your cell 24 hours a day. The only time you come out your cell is to take a shower. And you're lucky if you even get that. So on this day, they're shaking us down. They take us to the day rooms, and a dude who stays a couple of cells away from me, he's a cool dude, cool cat, you know what I'm saying? Well, while he gets put in the day room, him and his neighbor, which was like his best friend or some shit like that, they go in the day room, they're chilling, everything's cool. There's no problems, you know? Well, when they get back, he notices that his legal work had been missing. So he got his legal work because he been fighting his case. You know, he's trying to get out of prison. He had a lot of time. So right now this dude's trying to fight his case so he get out of prison. And they take his legal work. Well, he thought they took his legal work. They didn't take his legal work. So on to the story, man. He got some best friend who stays, I say, a cell or two away from him. Well, when he tells his friend that his paperwork was missing, his friend gets rowdy too. They both jack the slots. Now the slots are the squares that are in the door. They got these squares that are in the door, and they feed you through them. They give you drinks through them. They cuff you before they pull you out the cell through them doors. They do everything through them doors. So he decides he sticks his arm in the slot and jacks the slot. He don't want to come out the slot at all. He's telling the sergeant, hey, look, man, y'all going to find my fucking paperwork, and that's that. So they go to try to tell him that they didn't mess with his paperwork. They didn't mess with his legal work. Now, see, in prison, your legal work is everything. People fighting cases to get out of prison. Murder cases, assault cases, robbery cases, everything. People got time. Motherfuckers got hundreds of years in there. People got 2 capital life sentences and just, man, people on death row, all types of shit. So he jacks the slot, and his best friend jacks the slot. Both of these dummies have got the slot jack. They tripping. Mind you, these niggas are high. These niggas are on meth. And in prison, you get anything you want in prison. You don't have a problem getting nothing in prison. It's just like the free world, just costs more. Phones. You can pay the guards for sex. You do all that. All that. As long as you got the money, money talk, bullshit walk. So he jacks the slot. His best friend jacks the slot. All of a sudden, they call the team. The team is the sorts, the turtles, the guys that have the helmet, the body armor, come in with the shields. They got the gas. They got all that shit. So these motherfuckers come up to his best friend because he's before the guy who actually lost his paperwork coming down the road. We're on the second tier, second floor. So anyways, they tell him to get outside. He's like, hell no. So he dry ass, eats gas. They spray his ass. He eats gas all in his face. And for what? You know what I'm saying? So he eats the gas. Finally, he gets out the slot. So they go to the dude who they were originally coming for. They come to him, and he's not getting out of the slot. They gas his ass 3 different times. That gas is strong as hell. That shit will make you choke, have fucking boogers running out your face, all types of shit, man. It's bad. Make your body feel like it's burning from the inside out. So anyways, they gas him 3 times. Boom, finally they pop the door. The 5-man team run up in there. They run up in there. You hear them rumbling. They're going at it for a minute. When this dude gets pulled out the cell, they're carrying him. Dude looks like a fucking elephant, man. I'm talking about his face is so beat up, bruised up. Man, sometimes these swords, these guys that are on the team, they'll kill you. You know what I'm saying? So while he's coming out, while they're carrying him out the cell, they try to throw him over the run, throw him over the 2 row so he could fall to 1 row. Well, he held on to the rail, and they didn't end up getting him to. They didn't end up throwing him over. So they take him, they throw him in the hot box. The hot box is right downstairs at the very last cell. You know what I'm saying? Level 3. So, man, he goes, he's in the hot box. He's in there burning, screaming, yelling. He's mad the whole damn time. Well, his best friend is even more mad. And mind you, his best friend a little throwed off. That nigga just shot somebody with a bow and arrow on the last unit he was at. Shot this guard who was asleep with his head back. Shot him, and the bow and arrow went underneath his jaw and came out his cheek. Boom. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting that case. So he's like, man, fuck that. Get that sergeant over here. I got something for his ass. Everybody like, what you gonna do? He said, man, I'm finna pop him. I'm finna show him what's up. So, you know, we make these spear guns. These spear guns, badass. You cut open a shampoo bottle, roll it up real good. You cut both ends off. Cut open the shampoo bottle. You roll it up real good, real tight. Tie it up. Tied up real good. Then they get the elastic off the boxers and they make rubber bands. They put them at the end of the goddamn shampoo bottle. And they put a little strap on there. So now it's kind of like a slingshot with a tube. Okay. Then they get the copper wire out the lights and they sharpen it up. They make about 12 inches of it. They sharpen it up real sharp. So that shit'll go through a lot of stuff. So anyways, they call the sergeant. Sergeant's a whole ass dude, man. This dude always has problems with people, messes with people, just fucks people over tough. So as he's walking, dude's best friend says, hey, look out, Sarge. When he turns around, all you seen was that metal copper wire go straight into his eyeball. Fah! Sergeant just stops and drops all his stuff. And he's like, So he starts fucking walking with his hands out and he's screaming and he gets on his radio. Next thing you know, man, the whole motherfucking wing gets fired up. The whole wing's banging, screaming, yelling. They start a big ass goddamn fire. Now these fires get so bad and the smoke gets so bad that you start choking. You literally feel like, damn, you know. So anyways, sergeant takes off. Boom, next thing you know, there's a big old fire. They're banging on shit. They're throwing stuff out. Man, there's so much shit going on, man. It's crazy. It's just full force chaos. So next thing you know, here comes the team. But now the team don't have to worry about one man because now the whole run's together and everybody's trying to get the laws. Any law that comes through, any guard that comes through there, the whole run's trying to get them. The whole run's trying to pop them. So they're trying to figure out first how to get through the fire. Second, how to get to the man who shot the sergeant without getting shot by somebody else. Man, it was just full fucking chaos. Finally, they make it down there. Old boy comes out of the cell like it ain't nothing. Comes out of the cell. Puts his hand behind his back and they take him. Man, he ended up getting 75 years for the first guy he shot when it went underneath his jaw, came out the cheek. I mean, the cheekbone. Came out, went right under here, came out on this side. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that dude was messed up, man. And he only had 15 years and he was already on his 12th year. He was fixing to go home. Man, so now that he shot the sergeant, that nigga facing a lot of time. Come to find out, They just gave that dude an extra 80 years on top of the 75 years. So he came in with 15, caught 75, and then they backdoored and gave him 80 years. Man, you do the math. You go in prison. Sometimes, man, people go in prison with a little bit of time because they want to show out. And they want to be, oh, this is my homeboy, this is my friend. Yeah, your ass gonna stand there for the rest of your life too, trying to prove something to somebody. One thing I know, sometimes you gotta put your pride aside. You gotta fucking, man, not even worry about some things, man. Not worry about what people think of you, how people feel about you. Just stand up for yourself and do what you gotta do so you get home and get to your fucking family, man. Because in there, come in there with a little bit of time and spend the rest of your life in there. I went in there with just 10 years, 2 10-year sentences, running concurrent for aggravated robbery. I ended up catching an extra 3 years for having a cell phone. I got plenty pictures. I got plenty videos. I got the video of when that stuff happened of this story I'm just telling you now. If y'all want me to post it, I'll post it. This is the first time I'm doing this, man. Y'all want to hear a bunch of stories? I'll tell y'all stories every day. I spent a lot of time in there. I've been through a lot of shit. I've seen people get stabbed. People done get shot with spear guns, bow and arrows. I done seen the riots and been through them. People get murdered. Some people, they hang themselves and commit suicide. It's a bunch of crazy shit that goes on in there. But y'all, man, like and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what y'all think. Give me some feedback. Should I continue telling stories? Because my stories are gonna get better. It's the first time I'm doing this. I'm out.